Hello, everybody, and welcome to another dumb episode of The Aron Show. I am your host, Dr. Gavorikian. As per usual, we are joined by my fabulously, just total pain in my neck personal assistant, Stacy.
Hello, everybody. It's me, personal assistant Stacy, and I would just like to say, every single time you people eat like red gummy worms or like red kinds of candies, you're actually eating like a powder that is made from dead bugs that have been crushed up for the red coloring. That's right. So red color, like hot tamales, the red gummy worms, all that goodness. Yep, you're eating dead bugs and the patterns from them.
What's that, Stacy? So you're saying that the carmine color on a box of nerds, the carmine color, that's actually, the crushed up bug part that gives it the red coloring. That's also probably on other candies like like warheads and stuff.
That's right. We've all been eating dead bugs anytime we have certain types of red dyed foods.
What a disturbingly delicious fact. And welcome to the Aron Show. I eat a lot of candy, I am, girl. Like, I'm not missing teeth, not only because I like to fight, because also I like to kind of fall asleep with Tootsie Rolls in my mouth. You bunch of nerds. Honey, I didn't tell you this. Well, I just got, I've just been home for about 3 hours. But, I just got here 3 hours ago, and I didn't tell you this. I went to the movies today. I did. And when I used to love going to the movies. I didn't have a good time today. Oh, I forgot. We forgot to do the thing. I hope everybody's doing okay and doing well and taking care of all their business and everything that they need to. I have been good. It's Sunday. It is the end of my weekend. Tomorrow we're going to go back in and go back and do the week. Ugh. But today was... Yesterday was better. Oh, man, yesterday was great. Yeah, yesterday was my real day off. Today was... him. It's his day off. It's his first day off, and then it's my last day off. So he just finished his week. I'm just finishing my weekend. So then we gotta go do what he wants to do, and that's okay, honey. I gotta pry myself out of that damn bed every now and again. Hell, but sometimes I'm just... No, that's not right. No, life is for the living. You can't just lay in the bed and scroll on the Facebook all day, It's good to get up and out, but gosh darn it. Sometimes leave me alone. Can I get 2 days? Can I get 2 days in a row where I don't have to do anything? 1 day is nice. 2 days, No, you got, again, that's where you get lazy. That's where you just start, you got to get up and go do it. Whatever it is. If you're not working as much as I want to lay around and try to rest, you have to scrape yourself up and go do stuff. You have to. It's good for the mind and the body and the spirit. I didn't have a good day today, though. I went to the movies today. He had a coupon, and it's one of those, I got a coupon, let's go do that. Okay, whatever. Go to the movies. It's never anything... Oh, I got a coupon for the movies. Okay. It's never a movie I would like to watch. First of all, I don't like to go to the movies. Okay, movies suck these days. Why are we... I mean, the coupon is nice. We can wait to see this, or we can stream this somewhere. And we can literally watch this for free somewhere. But anyways, So we go, do that. It's nice to get out. It's, it's something. It's a little something. Again, we got that coupon. That helped a lot. Go and do that. I'm sorry. Movies these days are just terrible. Sometimes if like you got your previews. Like some people like to, they show up a little later because, previews. They have trust in the previews. Um, and then they show up just in time for the movie because maybe the previews aren't so good. But no, seriously, this was one of those cases. I wish we could have hung back about, 20 minutes so that all 8 of those previews could run through. Because all of the movies, I mean, again, these are movies that are not even in theaters yet, and they look like they already are not really good. And I don't feel like watching them. And I had to sit through 20 minutes of. I could have went to the Great American Cookie Company and got a cookie pizza. Oh, that sounds so good. What time is it? Is the mall closed? It's about 7. I pre-gamed. I went to the dollar store and I stuck my own candy in. So before we even get to the theater, we swing by the dollar store. Oh. And I got Sour Patch Kids. Those are pretty much dead. Red vines. Now, I'm going to tell you something about a red vine, honey. Okay, now I'm going to do a demonstration in a minute. I got nerds. Okay, nerds. I have a nerd. Okay, and then I got milk duds. You put the milk duds in with your hot, fresh, buttery popcorn, and then it creates a wonderful disaster, and that's one reason I'm missing some teeth. So, anyways, see, this is the thing. In this, I've talked about this before now, honey. See, there's Twizzlers, which can be confused with these. Now, Twizzlers, they're more kind of flattened. But the confusion goes with they're both licorice candies, red licorice candies. So, Twizzlers, they're flat and kind of plasticky. These are a little bit more gummy-ish. Well, not gummy-ish, but a little bit more agile, okay, and a little bit more wider. And I just want to give y'all a visual example. See, now this was more famously, I imagine, the red vine candy was sold in movie theaters, and that's where some people got the idea of biting the end off of it. Mm-hmm. And then, like, seriously, like, you got like, hold on a minute, you got like, see, watch this. See, I'm gonna stick this in my Coca-Cola. See. I got Coca-Cola. See? I'm drinking it. See, a Twizzler is too flat to do this. And then, see, the thing of it is, this is what you do. See, you get a Sprite. My thing is, I would always get a Sprite, and then I'd stick a red vine, a Twizzler down in there. Now, sometimes Twizzlers work, and sometimes Twizzlers don't. So you stick a Twizzler down in your Sprite. Just Twizzlers and Sprite was my combination. Everybody's different. And then I shook it in there, and it kind of chills out for a little bit. It chills out. It's a little bit chewier. And then you got milk duds and salty, savory butter popcorn. Nice or not. And you're watching Legally Blonde 2. America used to be a good place to live. So these were my candies. So we go, and I am so sorry. The only thing that made me go to the movies was that damn coupon. So we go to the movies. And I'm sorry. But like when I used to go to the movies, it was fun. It was fun to go to the movies because you know what? This was before streaming services were like everywhere. This is just like either you saw the movie in theaters or you didn't see it at all until it came out like on VHS or DVD. So people, that was just a thing that they do on the weekends. I can't believe that's. I remember when people would go to the movies on the weekends. Yeah, now you can stream it online wherever the hell. So going to that, I think I was in that weird age where everything started kind of transitioning over and everybody started staying home. So going to the movies was an entirely different experience. It wasn't like a big megaplex kind of a thing. It was your local movie house. It maybe had 4 screens. You walk in. It's got blood red carpet all through that mother. There's people wearing white collared shirts, red vests, shoveling out popcorn and milk duds and Dr. Pepper. You walk into a theater and the floor is kind of sticky, kind of tacky, it's kind of worn down. It used to be a fluffy kind of a carpet. Now it's just kind of like a weird, sticky, but yet firm, tougher than concrete carpet. Yes. You find your little velvet chair. I mean, not velvet. Your little chair, and it's made of like a cotton polyester blend, and then you flip it down, you pull that thing down. Your cup holder doesn't work. So then you have to kind of shift over a little bit, but not too far because you don't want to lose your point of view. There might be a point where you use the broken chair as a middleman to hold the popcorn and the snacks so that you and your date can share. They had like curtains, like really bad curtains. They look like it's like from Gone with the Wind, like really, maroon colored curtains, like lining the whole entire theater. And sometimes it was fun to hide behind them. I did that. I did that. I would hide behind the curtain because it's a movie theater. Okay, like give me like create an illusion for me. Make it kind of fancy. I like the curtains. They don't do the curtains anymore. Like you just walk in, it's just bare. You just walk in and it's just bare walls. Bare walls. I mean, nothing. Just like it's very. Okay, so anyways, oh wait, no, I'm not done. And then, like, guess what? Guess what? Back when I was a kid, when you would go to the movies, like you're seeing, you're sitting next to people you don't really know. It was more popular to go to the movies. We can't watch this online, so like, movie theaters were a little bit more packed. When I went to the movies today, it was me and like 3 other people. Okay, besides me and Aunt. Okay, like maybe like a total like 5, 6-ish people for like a new-ish movie that just nobody. They're watching it at home. When I was a kid, I went and I saw The Princess Diaries in theaters, and I went and I sat in the front row, and I'm maybe I don't know how old I am, maybe like 8-ish, 9-ish. My parents dropped me off. This was back when, the world wasn't weird and I am, well, if you think I'm ugly now, imagine me as a child. I was too ugly to get, like kidnapped. So I went to the movies and I'm sitting there in the front row and I'm about to get ready to watch The Princess Diaries, and then like a bunch of like these like college kids, they kind of roll through. There's like 15 of them. and they all want to sit in the front row too. And I've told this story before. And they all want to sit in the front row. And then, like, one, like, I guess the leader, he was the one with the popped up collar. He came over to me and he was just like, "Hey, listen, little buddy. Like, I was wondering if you could maybe, like, change seats." And I was like, "Okay, I'm going to go sit in the very friggin' back." And he was like, "Oh, no, I just wanted you to move more toward the center because my girlfriend wanted to sit in this one and I want to sit in this one. And you can sit next to me." Oh, my. So, you don't want me to go to the, you're not, I can sit with you guys. You're inviting me. So I just have to move more toward the center, which is actually kind of a better seat. I didn't even really think about that one. I mean, that one's, since you mentioned it, since you said something about it, now it's priceless. I will just, and a 1, and a 2, and a Scooby-Doo. Me and these 300 college kids, high school, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know what they could have been 35-year-old adult actors portraying college kids for all I fucking care. Watch Princess Diaries. And then afterwards, like, we're walking out, and then, like, the leader, the leader of the pack, like, he comes over to me and he's like, "Hey, man, it was nice watching the movie. Son, like, he's like, I'm the coolest one here, bitch. I'm only 7 and I got street cred. Yeah." Older kids just trying to be nice to the one, like, 7-year-old kid at the fucking movie theaters without any friends. See, that was different back in the day because movies were worth watching. Today, I'm going to the movies. The trailers suck. We sat through about 30 minutes of trailers. I'm sorry, but nobody is being very original when it comes to the like how trailers are made. How can I explain this? The palette, the stages. Okay, so this is how you're like. This is like, I seriously saw like 8 trailers like this. It starts off all black. I'm not being racist. Boom, 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 boom. Action shots. Boom, 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 boom. Like for 5 minutes, and then it cuts, and then it gets, then you hear the kind of thing, and then it's a comedic thing. Man, I'm getting too old for this shit. That was every single goddamn trailer. Where's the guy that does the In a World? Did he die? I think the In a World guy died. I think I read that somewhere online. Like, used to, like, it wasn't like a boom boom boom, and then it's a break, and then it cuts to the, like, the funny character saying something stupid, just like, "Well, I guess he's over with." No. Like, there used to be like, this is Alice Jenkins. Alice Jenkins rides a bike, and she has a boyfriend that is a member of the CIA. Like, it used to be, like, kind of, like, they would tell you about it. I want you to tell. I don't want to sit there and listen to bump, 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 and then look at some homo talking about just, like, how he's too old for it. No, I'm a simple man, honey. Tell me about Alice Jenkins. I'd like to know. She sounds like a sexy lady. All of them, all of those trailers were the same. They're like the same. Seriously, it's like the same guy edited all of them. They got lazy. Yes. But no. And then we actually go and watch the movie. I'm not going to lie. I slept 3/4 the way through it. I actively took a nap. Coupon. Pulling up to this, like, I don't even know this franchise. Pulling up to this, and I'm just like, oh, this sounds kind of interesting. Okay, so like, this is like the first one. See, he drags me to this. I don't know what this is. I don't know these movies. I don't want to go to the freaking movies. I don't care. Coupon. So then he drags me, and these are movies I don't give a rat's ass about. And then like I'm asking as we're pulling up, oh, is this like the first one? Or like, I don't know. I don't care. And they're just like, oh no, this is the second one. So we're okay. We're gonna go see the second. I don't even know what happened in the. Are they gonna set it up? They're gonna set it up to like where I know what's going on. What's going on? I don't know. I actually don't really care. Coupon. I'm sitting there. So okay. So we roll up in there. Get our seats. Sit down. Go through the previews, which sucked, and then the movie starts. And I'm sitting there, and I'm trying so hard. Honey, again, movies suck these days. Like, they're just not very good. And I'm sitting there, and then I actively just decide just to kind of just take a nap. No, I'm done. I'm done. Coupon. Thank the coupon. I'm just, I don't care anymore. I've done this before. I've done this during the Art the Clown movies. I've done this during the, I'm just gonna. Thank God we got kind of like he reserved the seats all the way toward the back, like on that back wall, so that people behind me wouldn't see me falling asleep during this very terrible movie. There's too much CGI in movies these days. The points where I did wake up and have to go to the bathroom, I would notice like there's a lot of CGI for like no freaking reason. Like, y'all couldn't get a sound set. It's got to be all like, even the costumes. You ever see like the behind the scenes footage? It's like sometimes the costumes have like green pieces kind of sewn in there. And it's just, y'all couldn't. That's where. And then it's just like, how much like, is there actual people in this movie? Is there real people actually? Do these people actually exist? Is this like the movie Simone, where that one guy created that one lady using his computer, and then they just like, because there's a lot of CGI going on here. It's making me develop some theories in my sleep because this movie is boring and now I'm taking a nap. Let me into Hollywood. Let me into fucking Hollywood, honey. I swear to God, like, I will create like some, well, they're not going to be, well, I mean, like, define masterpiece. No, we're going to get different. Like, it's not going to be like a superhero. It's not going to be, no, it's going to be me, like starring in a movie where, like, I have to fight my niece's, social worker for custody, and then we go and win a talent show. Teenagers scare the living shit out of me. They couldn't care if that's what we sing at the talent show. We're just out there just having like a good time, and then I get custody, and then we live off. Like we go live in a little house. I slept through that damn movie. I feel really kind of bad, coupon or not. Like, I went in and I did not even give. I mean, it just was not any good. Like, there just comes a certain point where it's just like it all starts to be like kind of the same. All the superhero movies are the same. It's like, how sexy and vulnerable can we be also while kicking ass and then getting our ass kicked and then dealing with it? It's just the same damn thing. I'm always dragged to these freaking movies. It's never, like, I'm not going to lie to you. I would have watched The Devil Wears Prada 2. I haven't seen the original. I haven't seen the first one. I don't care to. Okay, like that's. I love Meryl Streep. I love Anne Hathaway. I'm not. I'm not watching The Devil's Bride. I don't give a shit like that. I'm not that much of a fag. But I mean, like, damn. Can we go watch something maybe else other than like? Can we watch something that maybe I kind of have like a knowledge about? And then I'm the asshole. I'm the asshole when I fall asleep and then, like I don't have anything to, and then, yeah. Yeah. You feel, yeah, I did. Because the movie wasn't good. Sorry. My hair looks like shit. All right, everybody. Well, thank you very much for joining me on another wonderful episode of the Aron Show. It's time for me to maybe, try to like go to bed or something. I have to go. Honey, I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. I don't feel like. Oh God, have mercy. Oh, all right. Well, I hope everybody had a wonderful day and is doing okay. Thank you all very much for joining me on another episode of the Aron Show. Good night, everybody. Ugh. Oh, you're gonna come with me. oh. You know what? No, wait. Here. This is what we're gonna talk about real quick. I came up with this morning. This is my version of like a superhero movie. Okay, so you remember like Adam West as Batman? It's just like it's like your dad running around in a onesie, and like a cape. Yeah. So let's bring that back. Right. So then we have the villains. So we have Batman, we have Robin. In reality, let's just say this. He owns his own dental practice. He's not really a billionaire. And then like the cat lady, Eartha Kitt, who is it? Catwoman. She's actually like a pediatrician. And then we have the Joker, and he actually owns like a chain of chicken restaurants, and like these are like local like rich people, and they just fuck with each other, right? Because Bruce Wayne's rich, right? And then Catwoman's rich, right? And then the Joker, he's got some money, right? So it's just like they're just like they have practices that they go to on a regular daily basis. Robin is actually an dental assistant kind of person at, Batman's practice. And then, like, they just kind of just fuck with each other on the weekends. And they get away with it because they are, like, pillars of the community. And they just pay off the cops. Like, they kind of, like, they'll go to conferences. It's like, okay, we're going to go to the Better Business Bureau conference, like, in Chicago. Like, in a week. And then they go there, and it's just like they see each other like regularly, like in like regular plain clothes, and they interact regularly and very cordially. But then it's just like, they're in Chicago, and it's just like 3 hours later after the banquet, like one's trying to rob a bank, and then one has to go kick ass. Again, they have money. They can pay off the cops. It's just fun for them. They set it up. It'll be like, like they see each other like at Walgreens, just like, hey, what do you feel like doing this weekend? You busy this week? Okay, let's call Roger and, see what he's up to. Okay, Roger. Okay, about 10:30. Okay, 10:30 downtown. Okay. They never know what they're up to. It could be a jewelry heist. It could be stealing a painting. It's just me. I'll be doing this shit at this part of town at this time on this day. They schedule they schedule it, but they don't exactly set it up. Like it's all just kind of like, what are they going to do this time? All right, everybody. See that I would like to see that movie. Seth Rogen can be in it. All right. Good night, everybody. Have a good night. Oh, damn. Get off. Stop it. Bye, everybody.